Welcome back to Panel Day Superheroes Ahoy. My name is Tushar. So today I'm back with a manga haul. It's been raining a lot in Bangalore from the past 4 or 5 days, and I have been wanting to go to Blossoms to exchange some mangas, and uh, there are some books that are not there online, and there are some mangas that you would like to physically check it out. How's the art and how's the page quality and such, and Blossoms visits are mandatory in once in 1 or 2 months for me. So what I plan to do in this video is to share what I got in this small haul, and also share with you what I have been reading, especially in the manga section. So first, let me show you what did I get. So obligatory, I found a Chacha Chaudhary Hindi comics. I had gone to dig out some issues of Ravanayan, but I could only find one Ravanayan. It's the old comics are in a mess in Blossoms. It's just a huge pile, and it's very tough to find anything good. So, but anyways, we have Ravanayan. This is part 7. I think the last part, and I think I had an earlier part too. And this is something else I picked. Thought it looked nice. This is Virgin Comics India Authentic Yama, the Lord of That. So I think this is just like a retelling of the legend. Then there is a small Teen Titans which I found really colorful and nice. These are the comics that I found, the non-manga ones, and let me come to the mangas. So Claymore. Claymore is something I really loved. I checked out volume 1, and it's really nice. What you can do is let me know which of these titles you would like to see a detailed review of. Then I'll switch to the book view and cover them. So there is a few Claymore books here. So that's Claymore. Then we move to some. Okay, let me pick this one up. So Bakuman is really interesting. I actually didn't know what Bakuman is, and I thought it's just like another of those manga characters like Naruto or Boruto or things like that. But this is something really interesting. This is actually about the manga world, the manga artist universe itself. So it's about an average student. Moritaka Mashiro enjoys drawing for fun. When his classmate and aspiring writer Akito Takagi discovers his talent, he begs Moritaka to team up with him as a manga creating duo. So I'm expecting a lot of fun, kind of inside out view of mangas, and I'm sure there'll be some characters in it too. So this is Bakuman 1. Looks really interesting, and I'm really excited to check it out. Then there is this thing. So I have a weakness in mangas. I have a weakness for science fiction, and I have a weakness for robots and monsters and typical kaiju stuff, and also the robots. And this book looked really cool. I mean, such a cover, how can you ignore, right? This guy has a gun for his head. So usually there's a gun to people's head, but this guy has a gun for a head, and sounded really cool. And when I flipped some pages, I found it really nice, and it had kind of a Ultraman vibe going on. Ultraman mixed with Attack on Titan, something of that. So this is volume 1 which I picked, and really excited to read it and check it out. This is called No Guns Life, volume 1, story and art by Tasuku Karasuma, and this is also, I think, Viz Media's SIG collection, signature. Then there is some more random mangas. So this is something I picked up. I sometimes pick these up if they're really cheap. So this was Mao Juvenile Remix. The art kind of looked cool, and The cover was also quite cool. So this is something I picked up. Then this one I really liked, kind of a very Christmassy cover, Assassination Classroom. I had picked another volume 17 earlier, and this is something I picked. I don't know who reads them and leaves them, so that every time I find these books there. But this is Assassination Classroom. Again, I'll read it and share my views later on. And on to the last two books which I picked. This is something called Ghost Hunt. So this combines like a supernatural detective story with typical manga tropes, like a little romance and flirting and characters. And this looks like a really old book. Pages are like yellowed, and but the art is really nice. I read a bit of it and I really enjoyed it, and there were just 2 volumes which I could find of this book. So this is Ghost Hunt volume 3 and Very Random Ghost Hunt volume 6. So if you are a stickler for story, then don't like curse me, but that's how it is. Manga halls, you find something, you pick it up. And I even checked online, and this didn't look like a book which is very readily available. So this is Ghost Hunt 3 and 6. And then on to some of my reading updates. So let me cover the digital section. So I'm reading Demon Slayer. So some books I find like a little cheaper. So I'm reading some volumes of Demon Slayer. Then I'm reading Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is really available very cheaply on Kindle Unlimited. Some volumes are free. Then I'm reading something called To Your Eternity. I really like this book. It's kind of a light book, and it deals with nature, at least with a guy's journey. Then I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures anime, and though the manga is little too bizarre and I found the anime better, I'm still trying to check out JoJo. Then I have heard a lot about Usagi Yojimbo, so I took the book, but I am not really quite relating to it. The humor and the samurai theme with this animal-based like samurai characters. Maybe it'll take me some more time. So that's about my digital manga reads. Then on to the physical reads. I moved on to Spy X Family. This is initially I thought it will be like kind of a breezy read, and there's not much thought involved. There won't be any thinking involved, but it's not the case. It's quite nice. I mean, you don't really read it that fast. Spy X Family, you take your time and enjoy it. So I'm loving Spy X Family. I think I'm loving the manga more than the anime. Then on to the real blockbusters in my shelf. So between that, I would just like to share my recommendation for Your Name light novel. This is really good book, and this weekend was actually the Japanese International Film Festival in Bangalore, but it's far from my place, and when I checked the tickets, they were all sold out. They had quite a lot of nice movies, Weathering with You, Your Name, and a few other very popular movies. So yeah, so on to the next one, Solo Leveling. This is something I acquired recently. I picked it up because I have never read a Korean manga or a manhwa book, and this had really good reviews, and the artist actually has passed away, Tubu Redai Studio. I think he passed away in July 2022, and it's quite a different book. I will probably do a detailed review. Is based in the gaming universe, but then the art just is so fantastic. It's in all color. The page quality and the whole reading experience is just a different kind of a vibe. So I really enjoyed Solo Leveling. I know these are like expensive books, so there's many volumes, but as of now I'll cherish Solo Leveling one that I have. On to another one of my favorites, Planetes. This is by Makoto Yukimura. This is volume 1. This is something I had taken from Bookswagon. Again, a great book, and this as you can see, lot of page volume, so it's really a awesome book for space opera, science fiction, and astronauts and things like that. So I am really digging into the world of Planeties. So this is also volume 1. So that's about my haul video. I'll just show you again what did I get. So there is Assassination Classroom 16, there is Mao Juvenile Remix, No Guns Life 1, Bakuman 1, then few Claymore books. Claymore books don't have great covers, but these books are great. And then just some random comic books. And then don't forget to read more about Solo Leveling. This is an awesome book. There is also some light novels that come of it, and of Solo Leveling, and they really sound nice and interesting. So that's about it. A rainy day update from Bangalore, and keep reading comics, have fun, read more manga books, and also like my videos and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and also share these videos with your friends, and do always drop in your recommendations on comic books and mangas. So that's about it. That's Panel Day signing off on a rainy Sunday Bangalore afternoon. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.